Today we're going to answer the question, what's the difference between interest and penalties? It's a term you've probably heard before, but often used together. Interest begins the day that the government expects their money. For a personal individual, that's April 30th. You have the year of January to December. Taxes need to be paid by April 30th. Beginning May 1st, there's an interest rate that's accrued on that. Now, right now, as of the time of this filming, the interest rate of the government is 5% per year. It's not very high, but the government does expect their money. If you don't pay them, they can garnish or they can come after your bank accounts. Now, what's a penalty? A penalty is applied if you are late in filing the forms that are due. As a sole proprietor, you may have heard that your due date is June 15th. Now, your taxes are still due April 30th, but if you file your taxes on June 16th, then the penalty is equal to 5% of the taxes that you owe. And for every additional month that you're late, there's an extra percent. So if you don't owe any taxes, you can see right away that there's no penalty and there's no interest. So if you owe no taxes or if you're getting a refund, then there's no rush to get your taxes done. However, if you do owe taxes and if you file late, then there's a penalty. Now, the deadlines, there's different deadlines for every single business and every single avenue of way to pay the government, such as payroll or GST, corporate taxes. And those are something that you'll need to find and keep track of and be aware of. However, in general, a good rule of thumb is it's 3 months for a corporation, 3 months for a partnership, and 4 months personally. And if you can keep those in mind, then you should be good because you'll be able to get your taxes filed before you even have interest. Penalties come usually a little bit later. Now, a word of warning. If you are late often, then the penalty actually can become doubled. So if you're late 1 year, and then if you're late again within the next 3 years, the penalty that you pay is then doubled to 10% of the taxes owing plus 2% per full month additionally that you're late. So do be aware of your deadlines. Make sure you get your information into your advisor or your preparer on time and make sure that you get things paid. Paying taxes to the government can be painful, but paying interest and penalties to them on top of that can be far worse, especially since the interest and penalties you pay to the government are not a tax-deductible expense.